Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Madina and I am back again with another video. Be sure to hit the red subscribe button, turn on your bell, everything fun, goofy over here, good vibes. You're not gonna miss out on anything. So yes, join the team, join the family. Let's do this together. Follow me on my Instagram, TikTok. Let's just get right into the video, guys.
I go set to the phones, no return. And when I enter the club, no day my front. Cause me I get egos, no they do be gross. Oh, I'm a fashion dealer, yeah. I got much deliver, yeah. When I pass you, she buy.
So in today's video, as you can already tell by the title, we're bringing it back. We're bringing back the fun, the vibes, the girl talks, the Q&As, the TMIs, the everything. Because over here, baby, we don't hold anything back, okay? We help each other out in any way we can. Both me and in the comments, you guys helping each other out. That's what we do over here. So yes, guys, let's just get into this girl talk. Let's get into this girl talk. I'm so excited because I have not filmed this in literally like so long, literally 2 years. And I feel like I have grown so much from my past girl talks and my past videos that I did almost 3 years ago. So I've definitely had more experience. I've definitely had more, you know, life lessons to share and everything. So yes, guys, let's just get into it because I'm just so excited. So the first question is, I stopped being friends with someone and she broke up with her boyfriend, and 2 years later her ex-boyfriend hit me up and we started dating. One day I walked into a bar with him and my ex-friend was at the bar with her friends and it was just so awkward. What do I do? Okay, if they were no longer dating before you guys started dating, I don't think there is anything wrong with that. I mean, if you guys were together during the time when she was dating him, okay, that's just wrong. But if you're honest about the fact that you're saying that, you know, there was nothing going on while they were together and then he only hit you up after they broke up, maybe she's not his soulmate, maybe you are, maybe you're not, maybe it's gonna be the next girl after his life, you know, and vice versa. So girl, I just feel like you should have maybe just talked to her about it. I know you said you guys were no longer friends and you don't owe her an explanation or whatever, but at the same time I feel like to avoid such awkward situations, because like you said, you walked into a bar, you saw her, she's probably gonna think that, oh, they were probably doing this behind my back, you know, while we were together. But at the same time, you should have just confronted her and been like, hey, you know, you're not trying to ask her permission or anything like that. You're just being like, hey, you know, I and this person, I and so are dating now, just so you know, but just clear things with her and be like nothing was happening while you guys were together. Because you never know, people will just get the wrong impressions and she might just go about thinking, you know, whatever she's thinking, or she might think that you were the cause of their breakup and stuff like that. So next time, I personally feel like you should have just cleared the air with her and told her exactly what's going on, you know, to avoid stuff like that. How do I tell my crush that I like him? Okay, good question. How do I tell my crush that I like him? I've been there, okay? I literally remember, this is a short story, like in high school, there was this one guy, yo, I liked him so much, but I'm just lucky that, okay, later down the line while in college, like he came and he asked me out, but like while in high school I would have never dared. It was like a taboo at the time to like even talk to a guy or ask a guy out. Like, are you crazy? You'd rather die with your feelings inside of you, you know. But like I really like this guy, and yo, I would literally have my heart melt whenever I see him walk into the class. When I see him go out of the class, I would always just want to know where he's at, try to be around where he's at. What? I remember this time, like he came and he sat next to me, and like when I tell you, like I was shaking, I swear. He was my biggest high school crush, but like I just never got around to telling him in high school. Then when I went to college, we ended up going to the same college, so you know, then in college, you know, I glowed up by everything, and then he asked me out in college and stuff, and I was just like, do you know that in high school you were like my biggest crush and I never told you? And he was just like, oh no, why don't you tell me, you know, blah blah blah. I was like, how would I tell you? Like, I And at the time, like, he was hanging out with this other girl, so I basically thought that maybe they were together or whatever. So I was like, okay, I'm never gonna tell him. But he told me no, they were not together. She actually had a boyfriend at the time, and they were just like friends and whatever. And I was just like, wow, I wish I had told you that. Yeah, but I totally understand where you're coming from when you have someone you really, really like, and you don't, like, maybe they have no idea, you know. My advice to you would be maybe start showing him some signs that you like him. You know, I think guys are smart. Not all of them, but some of them are smart. You know, some of them can easily pick up when you like them. I'm not asking you to just go like throw yourself at him or anything like that. Please don't do that, because then he's not gonna respect you. But if you can like just start showing like little signs, like let's say you go to the same school together, you know, you can just see him somewhere sitting and you just go ask him how he is, how his day is, or like if he doesn't know who you are yet, just introduce yourself, like tell him what course you're studying or anything like that. And you know, just try to be friends first. You know, definitely don't just walk up and be like, no, just do it in a, you know, girly way. Like if he has friends that you know, you can tell the friends to start telling him to just pay a little more attention to you. You don't have to tell the friends to tell him, like, you know, I don't know, just like do little things, do little girly things. Don't buy him gifts or anything yet. Just start with the, you know, physical approach and see where it goes, because you just never know. Maybe he might have the same feelings towards you and he's just maybe shy to come talk to you, or maybe he's just intimidated or whatever. You just never know. So sometimes you just have to make him know that you like him one way or the other. Just, you know, make him know. Alrighty, let's go to the next question. How do you deal with bullying in school? Okay, I'm gonna answer this question not just in school, but it's like everywhere, like on social media, when you walk to the streets, even sometimes bullying comes from your family. Yo, when I tell you that I actually experienced this growing up, at the time I didn't even think it was bullying. I just thought, oh, they were cracking jokes or whatever. But some of these people that you think are your friends, they're just not. Sorry, because your friend would not want to make you feel uncomfortable in any way, shape, or form. So when I was in high school, like, people would bully me a lot, like a lot. When I tell you, like, I did not know how to, like, especially like when I go out to like parties and stuff, I don't know how to dress. Like literally, like, it's in the recent years that I've started to put more effort into my outfits, how I look and how I dress. But when I was younger, geez, I looked terrible when it came to dressing. I would just put on anything and go anywhere. Like I wouldn't put any efforts to my outfits basically. So whenever I would put on these not so good outfits and I would go out, people would always like bully me for it. Like, how can you wear this? How can you wear that? How can you do this? How can you do that? You look so this, you look so that. At the time, I just laughed about it because I was like, okay. You know, even when I was in high school, people would bully me about my height because, like, I'm 5'9". I was like, why are you so tall? Like, you know, they would compare you to a guy or something like that. And all of that bullying was just so much. Yeah, basically that's it. Like, if you feel like you're getting bullied in school or wherever you are, where you live, or like on social media, first of all, just don't take it too personal. Secondly, I would just say bully them back. Like, don't be like shy, don't be intimidated, don't give them the impression that they can do that to you, because they're just gonna keep doing it over and over again. You know, or if you cannot stand up to them yourself, maybe you're shy, you're intimidated or whatever, tell a friend, tell someone who's more outspoken. Like, tell your mom, tell your sister, have some people you can confide in who can talk to you. Because some people, when they're being bullied, they just go ahead and do things that they're not supposed to do. Because bullying definitely gets to you and it makes you feel like you're not worth it and everything. But please never feel like that. Always surround yourself with people that will make you feel good. Surround yourself with people that will make you feel like positive energy and everything. Please do not let anyone bully you, because come call me. If they bully you, call me and I'll fight for you. I promise I will. Next question says, tampons or pads? Oh, that's a good question. Funny enough, I have never ever worn tampons, like ever. I've never liked that idea of inserting them in me. I've just never. But I would say that tampons are definitely convenient if you're putting on certain outfits and you're going out in certain public places and you just don't want anyone to know that you're wearing a pad. Tampons are definitely very, very, very like important in that situation. But that's just my personal preference. Of course, there are so many people that would just never put on a pad and they would prefer to put on a tampon. But I remember sometimes where I've actually had to like change my outfit because like whenever I put it on, no matter how small the pad is, and I do put it on, it just always shows. So I had to always change my outfits to make sure it fits my pad. But I've contemplated putting on tampons a couple of times just because of that reason, but I just have never gotten around to doing so. So yeah. And guys, I realized that I've not been drinking in this video, so it's supposed to be a drink and talk video, but I've only been talking. You definitely need to do your research on tampons as well, especially sleeping in a tampon. I would never recommend sleeping in a tampon. Like, you could definitely wear a tampon all day, that's fine, but when you come home, you shower, you freshen up, and you want to go to bed for the night, please put on a pad. All right, so this is what Google says about the side effects of tampons. Tampons are associated with an increased risk of menstrual toxic shock syndrome, which is TSS, a rare life-threatening medical condition that occurs when normal bacteria in your system release toxins. Anyone can get TSS, but half the reported cases of TSS are associated with women using tampons. It's not coming from me, it's coming from Google, so please do your research before doing that. Like I said, try your best not to sleep in tampons. Next question is, would you prefer shaving or waxing? Ooh, that is a good question, because currently I definitely prefer waxing, like 100%. Do I like the pain I have to go through while waxing? No. But is it worth it after that? Yes, definitely yes. I've heard laser hair removal is pretty good as well. I am trying to see if I can get into that. I just don't know why it's taking me so long. I'm already like kind of comfortable with waxing, but maybe sometime in the near future I'm gonna switch over to laser hair removal. If you've done that before, just definitely let me know what your experience is or was, and you know, I can see if I want to do it. I'm definitely still doing my research on that as well before I decide to fully just, you know, engulf in it. All right, next question says, I am 23 and haven't broken my V card yet, and I want to do it, but just don't want to do it with any random person. I also had my first kiss at 19, which I think was pretty late. Is something wrong with me? What do I do? Girl, no, you're not a problem at all. Nothing is wrong with you. You are beautiful, you are special. Nothing is wrong with you. Do not let your pressure or your peer groups, I don't know, friends, whoever, make you feel like, you know, you're not good enough because you've not done these things by this age. No, everyone definitely has their times, everyone has their journey. I knew of someone who got married at like 32 and she was still a virgin, and she got married as a virgin. So you just don't feel like something's wrong with you. You know, everyone goes at their own pace. Do what you're comfortable with. Do not let anyone force you into doing something, because if you do it with the wrong person, trust me, you're gonna regret it. You are really gonna regret it. So you want to make sure that it is with the right person. You know, take your time, make sure you find the right person, someone who would appreciate you, and just not any random person. So I would say you're doing great. So don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Don't. All right, next question says, I know my ex is toxic, but I can't leave him alone. I break up with him and I keep going back whenever he texts. What do I do? The more you keep giving him access to you, that's the longer he's gonna stay. And like you said, you feel like you cannot leave him alone, girl, you can. You just have to tell yourself, like, it's a mind thing, you know. If you keep telling yourself, oh, I can't leave him alone, guess what? You're not gonna leave him alone, because you've already told yourself you can't. what you tell yourself, the words you speak to yourself is very, very important. So when you tell yourself like, I'm good, I don't need this dude, I can do better without him, I do not want to be with him anymore, I actually want better for myself, I actually want to be with someone who appreciates me, who loves me, whatever the situation is, you would just start manifesting that into your life, and you would see that slowly but surely you would start seeing that you're able to distance yourself away from this person that you thought you couldn't distance yourself away from, you know. So, you know, you just don't make yourself too easy and available for him whenever he's like, I'm outside, and you're like, okay, come in, or he's like, come over, and okay, no, girl, come on. We're better than that. We are better than that. It might not be easy. I know it's not easy, especially if this is someone you've been with for a very long time. You feel like, oh, I cannot get over him. But trust me, you can. Trust me, you can. You just have to start being around the right people that will advise you right. Be around the right people that could take your mind away from him. Like if you have friends and stuff, you guys can travel, go on vacation. Certain things that would make your mind, you know, slowly start drifting away from him. But if you're just home waiting for that text to come in for you to come over, no, don't do that. Let's not do that. Let's start again. You know, let's rethink, let's re-strategize, and let's know that we can. If you see that the situation is toxic, like you said, and you want to get away from him, you can. So the next question says, how do I deal with insecurities I have on my body? I just don't want to do any cosmetic surgery or change anything. I want to be natural, but also have all these insecurities that I have. How do I get over them? So if there are certain insecurities you have, and someone or some people are making you feel bad about it, you just have to learn to love it and know that that is what makes you unique. That is what makes you different. So if someone's trying to make you feel bad, or if you personally feel like you have insecurities on yourself that you don't like or you feel bad about, just start loving them. If you want to get plastic surgery, you feel like that would make you feel better for you and only you and not for anyone else, go ahead and do it. But like you said, you don't want plastic surgery. It's not something you're comfortable with yet. So this is what we're going to do. You're going to start by looking at yourself in the mirror and telling yourself like, hey, I have a scar and I love that scar. It's what makes me beautiful. You know, I wouldn't be me if I didn't have the scar. You know, so you just have to tell yourself over and over, like, this is me, this is who I am. I'm never gonna change myself for anyone. I'm never gonna do anything that I'm not comfortable with for anyone. This is me, I am beautiful. Also, please surround yourself more with people who tell you that you're beautiful and you're talented and you are just perfect the way you are, rather than surrounding yourself with people that will always talk down on you. Because at the end of the day, why would you even want to surround yourself with negative people? Come on now. If anyone's telling you, talking down on you, cut them off. Learn the act of cutting people off. Because at the end of the day, if they're just talking down on you and they're not giving you any advice on how to improve yourself and how to feel good about yourself, do they really deserve to be in your life at the end of the day? Do they? So the next question says, I've been in a relationship with my boyfriend for 8 years now, and he has never brought up the issue about marriage. Every time I try to bring up the future and marriage and kids, he always brushes it off. I am 28 and he is 33. Any advice? Girl, come on. The fact that you even asked this question, I'm pretty sure you already put 2 and 2 together. You can do the math and you can tell. 8 years? Man, I can't even be with someone for 3 years and you're not talking about what we have for the future. Like, are you serious? Like, do you know what's called time? Time? My biological clock is ticking. My time's ticking. I mean, come on. You just don't know. No. And if you say you're 28 and he's 33, it's not like you guys are even like young, like maybe 23, 22. No, like You guys are grown now, you know. And if he's not talking about marriage, if he's not bringing it up in any way, shape or form, if he's not even trying to have you discuss it around him, baby, you're probably just not the one. He probably just doesn't see that marriage in you. He probably just doesn't see you as like someone he can settle down with, or he's probably just not ready for marriage, which is okay. I mean, guys can wait as long as they want to wait, that's fine. But you need to decide if you want to keep waiting with him. You need to decide if this is something you want to keep doing, or if it's, you know, if you want better for yourself and you want to settle down and you want a family, and you know, you just need to decide that. Because the more you keep letting him do whatever it is he's doing, of course, the more it's going to continue. But you just have to sit down and think about it and be like, okay, I'm either with you or I'm not with you. Like, if you're gonna keep doing this, I can decide to accept it. I can decide to stay, thus jeopardizing my future, because I can tell that you want the marriage thing and that's why you keep bringing it up. But if he doesn't want it, are you guys even compatible? I mean, if you guys don't want the same things, then no, I feel like it's just a waste of time. It is. If he's not even trying, I mean, if he had even given you his reasons why he doesn't want to get married right now, if he had given you some reasons, I mean, that would be better. But if he's not trying to tell you anything at all about it, it's a no for me. So the last question is actually I'm gonna take this question. The question says, how are you feeling, babe? So the question is for me. Thank you so much for that. I'm feeling great. Lately, not so much. Lately, I've just been battling with so much. I've been doing too much, but I've been feeling good. I've been feeling okay. You know, I've started to like feel better again. I've started to get back on my feet, so I am doing so much better than I was maybe 3-4 weeks ago. So yes, thank you so much for that question. But I am doing good. I am actually mentally okay, spiritually, everything. I am fine. I hope you are too. I hope you are doing great too, and I hope everyone watching this video is doing amazing. So yes guys, that would be it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. For sure, be sure to let me know down in the comments if you did, and if you didn't, that's okay, just let me know too. And I would be sure to see you guys in my next video. Please do not forget, this is very important, do not forget to follow me on my Instagram and also my TikTok, because that's where I'm like a little bit more active, and I post very often there, probably on my stories 3 times a day and on my TikTok 3 times a day. So I post a lot, and you guys will get to see the behind the scenes of me and know me more on a personal level. So try to follow me on there and subscribe, like, share, comment, and I would be sure to see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.